Welcome, Journey students. So glad that you could join us. We are doing something a little bit different today. We have asked some teenagers, some students to come on and let me just ask them some questions and let them give us some feedback. Really excited about what they have to share. If there's something that you want to add to what they're saying or comment about something, just write it in the comment section and we'll be glad to answer it the best way that we can. Thank you guys. Sit back, relax, and listen. What is y'all's view of the church in America?
I'd say a lot of it is just like trying to make people feel good about themselves, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good churches, but I feel like a lot of them are just there.
They're people pleasing, like
people,
they give you what you want to hear.
Yeah, give them what they want to hear and that kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like right now, like, it's kind of at a high because I feel like people are kind of bored, so they just kind of tune into church services and it can kind of like change. But I feel like everyone's actually diving into the word more, so I feel like it's
Yeah, we have a lot
at
more time on our hands.
Spiritual level, I guess.
I think to like some people, church has a really negative view because they think it's somewhere that they're going to go and they're going to get judged for things they've done and like the way that they live their life. So I think some people like view it as more of like a judgmental place that they really don't want to go.
Or that, yeah, they just had a really bad experience at a different church or something like that, and they just don't want to go back.
Yeah.
It's also really kind of marketed now, like church is just all about making it convenient for people. And so all you see on Instagram now is people marketing approach, but it can be positive.
What do you think would be the answer to that? Because if our youth group is doing an event and we want to post something up on Instagram saying, hey, we got a cool event coming up, is that what
I'm not talking about like doing events. I'm talking about like people are like, you need to join our church, you need to do this. And that's more what I'm talking about. I just think it should be marketing. If you're going to market a church, it needs to focus on, we just want to get you closer to God.
Right.
That's all it should be.
Okay.
Churches are also focused more on like the number of people and the numbers of baptisms stuff they're having over the number of like relationships that are growing and stuff. Like it's a lot of number stuff.
They're more worried
it's a
about
lot of shallow statistics
instead of like having people come to know God.
You like match the couch, Ella.
I planned it. I mean,
Where do you see the church in 5 years?
I think we'll gain some, but we're also going to lose a lot of people because they're going to get used to the online. And I feel like when it's online, you don't have to worry as much about your appearance and stuff and like having to please people for what you wear. But it's also like reaching out to more people who wouldn't normally come to church. So I don't know.
Yeah,
there's,
I
like,
feel like it's going to get a lot more online.
Like either it's going to be like a lot more online or everyone realizes how much they want to be with each other and more people are going to come, you know?
I think the people that go to church, like it's going to mean more like being able to worship together and like be in God's word together is going to mean a lot more because like right now we're having to do it like over FaceTime, like we can't be in person.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be more sincere.
I feel like people are going to appreciate it more when we can actually be together, you know?
Do you think you'll see more churches taking advantage of social media long term, or do you think that this will kind of go away?
I think a lot of smaller churches are going to start incorporating it.
I think
because like most big churches already do, but like our church, we just started doing Facebook Lives. So, I mean, I think that's going to become a bigger thing
social media
as far as smaller churches.
Aspect of everybody's life right now that most churches are realizing that everybody's getting on social media every day. So it's something that they're incorporating.
Yeah.
So it's a good tool, but now churches are just being forced to use that tool.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the only option we have right now.
Yeah.
Cool. What are the top 3 most important things you want from a church?
For me, I think like that they prioritize God before all things. Like they don't put their religion over their faith, and that they have an unwavering faith, and that it's like a strong community where like they're not really worried about the numbers. It's just more of building relationships between each other.
Yeah, I think of like community, putting God first, and actually making it corporate worship. Like everybody gets involved. It's just a big engagement for everybody to do.
Yeah. I'd say like mission minded too. Like, I don't know, they don't just care about like Sunday mornings. They care about like taking it throughout like the week and like going places and I don't know,
So like
if that makes sense.
when you say mission minded, do you mean like doing community, going and serving at CCC, or do you mean like doing mission trips like to Dominican Republic or Mexico or someplace?
I mean, both, I guess. I mean, anywhere serving, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's also important that the church is like welcoming, because some people like don't have a good rap with church. So like kind of going in somewhere where they feel welcome and they feel valued and loved there is really important.
What would be your number one suggestion to the church in America that they should do to reach Gen Z or your generation?
I think that they just need to get over like traditions. Like I get some traditions are good, but like with the younger generations, like some music isn't what they really want. So like be able to like just kind of like mix it up. Like not just go like all upbeat kind of music, but like have a good mix between both that pleases everyone.
I would say like get involved with our lives because I know like on like a personal level, like 10 older generation like, really
She's
put
just
that
gone.
so like I don't know, just like getting to know people. If I don't know.
Like
I
have
guess-
like the older generations like get to know the younger ones better. So like
Yeah.
there's like a bond.
Yeah, probably just a level of respect both ways.
So that would be the number one thing for Generation Z to be reached is the generations within the church get together more. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause
I feel like we're always splitting up like youth, and you've got like big kid church, and then like at big churches you have like youth and just youth, and like I feel like it should be more integrated. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if we had strong relationships with other generations, then like all the music that just kind of work itself out if we all like really cared about each other and loved,
Yeah, because
Yeah, we're supposed to influence each other in good ways, both older and younger people.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like a battle between the older and the younger people.
Yeah, it feels like the whole church thing is like a whole battle now because you got like old school churches and now you got like people like Elevation and stuff, and it's just a weird, I guess, tension because it's like we don't want to mix the two for some reason when we need to.
And I think like the older people have so much knowledge, like they've lived their life and they have so much to tell us. And if we're not like making not that information to help us out.
Some churches out there may not know exactly how to do this. What are some ways that we as a youth group or as Generation Z or them as the older generation could help each other grow?
One thing you could do is like do trips where all ages can come, not just like a youth trip or like senior citizen trip or, parents trip or something. Make it all where it's like all ages, I guess, can go on some type of event together.
Yeah.
Like a mission trip would be great.
Yeah, our old church did that. Whenever they took a mission trip, the entire church could go on that mission trip. Didn't matter. The only age requirement was depending on like if it was construction, you may not want to be like a 5-year-old. But as long as you were physically capable to do something, anybody in the church, there was never a youth mission trip really.
I was gonna say, like, to help like grow relationships, have the youth reach out to the older people, like do stuff for them, like maybe go and like help them at their house, like with yard work or stuff, or just like write them letters. There's flies on my thing. I don't know, just like to build a relationship, like, and then they can like use their wisdom on you.
That was a
You can go,
odd way to
Noel.
word that, but yes.
Yeah.
Use their wisdom on us.
They're gonna wisdom on us.
Oh, word it.
It's like a special power or something.
I just got wisdomed on.
You can reword
That's
my
like me before I get my wisdom teeth taken out. Just got wisdomed on.
Gosh.
I was going to say
Your special power. Better watch out.
What were you going to say, Noel?
I was going to say our old church, they used to do like church picnics a lot and stuff like that, where it was like just like everybody together, and like it was like planned, like how we did that luncheon that one time.
Yeah.
I'm talking
At our church or at our
I'll
old?
go here.
or we do more things like that, but just like I don't know, just like more integrated. It doesn't have to be like and trip or anything.
So what you're saying is to kind of doing more picnics and stuff like that, and doing church-wide events so that the generations can interact with each other. Is that what you're saying? So is there anything else that you guys think would help benefit the church in reaching you guys?
I think just accepting people for who they are when they walk in the door and helping them grow from there instead of waiting on them to get themselves together before they come to the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like the church,
bar.
and like I have a problem with this too, but like when somebody comes in, we have like a view of how we want them to be, and if they don't have that like stereotype of all put together, then we kind of just like put them in a category of like they're not the put together people, I guess, you know. And so we can't talk to not that we can't talk to them, but it's just like we treat them differently because they're not like us, I guess. Does that
Yeah,
make
like
sense?
just remembering that Jesus took people as they were. So like we
Yeah.
have no place to judge people for what they look like or what they have when they come in.
We need to meet people where they are instead of expecting them to come up to some super high expectations.
Yeah.
I think for some people, one reason they might have that view is because there's two sides to that story. One, you want church to be a safe place where you train people in the Bible, and then you send out the Christians from that building into their mission field. But at the same time, the Bible tells us to make disciples. In order to continue making disciples, you have to have somebody that is not as mature as other people. You always have to have that continual flow.
I think one big problem with like the church in like a place where like it's sacred and you're making disciples is we like lots of people put on a face in church. Like they come into church and they act like they're supposed to in church, but they leave the church doors and it's like they're a completely different person. Like they're not living in the life that they should. So it's kind of like contradicting to a sense.
Yeah, that's why so many like people view it as like hypocritical because you have those people who are just come on Sundays and they put on like what they're supposed to look like and how their parents expect them to act, and then they go throughout the week not how they're supposed to act.
Breaking it down there.
Yes. Let's get real for a moment.
I mean, like,
So thank y'all for listening to this video. Really excited about what God's doing through this next generation. If you guys have any comments, just write them in the comment section. We'll be happy to share those and answer those to the best that we can. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this page so that we can make sure that more and more people are hearing the gospel, and it's all about Jesus.